Welcome to Streaming Into the Voids, What's New in Streaming, where we discuss the highlights of what's available for you to stream the week of September 30th. I'm Kim Hollis, and with me are Raul Burial, Tim Brady, and David Mumpower. We'll start with Hulu and a movie called Appendage coming October 2nd. A young fashion designer seems to be doing quite well on the surface, but has various concerns and self-doubts that take a mental toll on her. Her disturbing thoughts soon also begin to take a physical form, throwing her life into absolute chaos. Also from Hulu is Undead, Unluck Season 1 coming October 6th.
In this anime series, what happens when an unlucky girl meets an undead guy? Pure chaos. Tired of inadvertently killing people with her special unluck ability, Fuku Izumo sets out to end it all. But when she meets Andy, a man who longs for death but can't die, she finds a reason to live. And he finds someone capable of giving him the death he's been longing for.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get super obscure here, but this sounds to me like Warm Bodies meets Vincent Valentine's character from Final Fantasy VII. I think this might have been written directly for me.
It's a very popular manga, apparently, and here it is turned to anime. We move on to Netflix and Beth Stelling, If You Didn't Want Me Then, coming October 3rd.
Comedian Beth Stelling is aging in dog years, camping with a fake husband, and monitoring her dad's raccoon army in this slyly laid-back stand-up special. Kim, doesn't your dad have a raccoon army?
Rabbit army, really. Yeah. On October 4th is Beckham, a limited series.
With never-before-seen footage, this docuseries follows David Beckham's meteoric rise from humble working-class beginnings to global football stardom, and perhaps some bending as well.
Mm-hmm. Also coming on October 4th is Race to the Summit. Fearless alpine climbers Ueli Steck and Danny Arnold enter into a death-defying rivalry to set speed records on the Swiss Alps' Great North Faces.
This sounds like they're adding subtitles to the Darwin Awards. Darwin Awards, Race to the Summit.
So, a pretty big new release comes on October 5th with Lupin Part 3.
As the media and police look to Claire and Raoul, an on-the-run Asan schemes to protect them from afar, but old foes are eager to thwart his plans.
We will have no idea what any of this is, and then it will dominate the Nielsen charts.
It sure will. Another October 5th release is Everything Now.
After months in recovery for an eating disorder, 16-year-old Mia devises a bucket list of quintessential teen experiences to make up for lost time. That sounds nice.
Yeah, it's very adult-oriented. I actually had a comment in there that said British Euphoria.
Yeah, it does have Stephen Fry, which is interesting. And the final Netflix release, they don't have much this week, is Ballerina coming October 6th.
In this Korean film, ex-bodyguard Ok-ju is grieving the loss of a best friend she couldn't protect. She sets out to fulfill that friend's last wish, sweet, sweet revenge.
We move on to Disney Plus and Toy Story Funday Football, live streaming at 9:30 a.m. on October 1st. And perhaps the strangest sports entertainment collaboration we've seen to date, ESPN and Disney Plus will be recreating a live NFL match in Andy's room from Toy Story. And it's the Falcons versus the Jaguars as they play in London.
That's right, folks. Animated Bijan. What else could you need?
This sounds goofier than when they put football games on Nickelodeon and then someone scores a touchdown and there's like animated like slime spraying everywhere. Yeah. This is weird, but okay.
They did this for hockey and it was extremely well received. I was stunned.
Next up from Disney Plus is Haunted Mansion coming October 4th.
October 4th, Jesus, Disney, you do not get release dates. The movie featuring Lakeith Stanfield, Rosario Dawson, and Owen Wilson makes its way to streaming in time for the spooky season. This movie should have come out the week before Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
In theaters, yes, because everyone's just going to be watching Hocus Pocus.
Yeah. Exactly, and Hocus Pocus 2.
And Hocus Pocus 2, yes.
They'll also probably be watching Loki Season 2 coming October 5th.
This season, Loki goes to McDonald's. Also, Loki goes along with Mobius, Hunter B-15, and a team of new and returning characters to navigate an ever-expanding and increasingly dangerous multiverse as he searches for Sylvie, Judge Renslayer, Miss Minutes, and the truth of what it means to possess free will and glorious purpose. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be one of the strangest things ever. Loki is quantifiably the most successful of the Marvel programs on Disney+. And yet, it's an awkward situation because of what's happening with Jonathan Major, who will appear in at least 3 episodes of this series as Victor Timely, who is one of the Kang the Conqueror variants. So Disney really caught a bad break here and hasn't decided how to effectively do it. There are a lot of rumors we're going to get a different Kang the Conqueror by the end of this series, so stay tuned.
On Max, Our Flag Means Death Season 2 will debut on October 5th.
At the end of Season 1, guilt-ridden gentleman pirate Stede Bonnet returned to his wife and children, but learning that they didn't need or even want him back, Bonnet and his jilted wife faked his death. Bonnet then sought to reunite with his crew and Blackbeard, but would either take him back? Now a heartbroken Blackbeard is on a rampage, and Bonnet's just trying to pretend the breakup never happened. Starring Rhys Darby as Bonnet and Taika Waititi as Blackbeard, news of the premiere of Season 2 of this uproariously funny yet shockingly touching pirate adventure may or may not have brought tears of joy to my eyes.
Yeah, when this was announced a few weeks ago, I was like, wait, this is new. We didn't know this. And immediately mentioned it to Raul, and I think I made his entire week.
And when I told David, I'm glad they lean into the whole gay aspect, his response was, wait, what?
It sure was.
Oh, yes. This is frequently referred to online as the Gay Pirate Show.
I thought he was confusing it with Black Cells, which had been the Gay Pirate Show.
On Paramount Plus is Bargain, a limited series coming October 5th.
In this Korean thriller, a group of strangers gather at a remote motel with ulterior motives, seeking to bargain. But after an earthquake traps them inside the building, they must find a way to survive.
This one looks really intense. I suspect it will be successful. The description on the trailer said it was based on the short film, but then said nothing more about the short film. So I did some digging and found that there was a short film about a guy who meets a girl in a hotel room and terrible things happen. The way they've expanded on that is that apparently the girl drugs the guy and ties him up and is going to auction off his organs, and people show up for the auction as the earthquake traps them all in the ruined building.
Also on October 5th is Monster High 2. As they enter sophomore year at Monster High, Claudine Wolfe, Draculaura, and Frankie Stein face new students, new powers, and an even bigger threat that could not only tear their friendship apart, but could change the world forever.
This is about 5 years too late. My kids were in the Monster High demographic about 5 years ago and are past it. At this point, I don't think anyone's clamoring for more Monster High content.
You know, it's hilarious you should say that, because my reply was going to be that my understanding is that while it never actually hit the Nielsen charts to the best of my understanding, because they weren't actually tracking Paramount at the time, it was a very successful project, and like surprisingly so, and very quickly renewed. So I'm curious to see whether this actually charts. It seemed like it did very, very well by Paramount Plus standards.
And our last new Paramount Plus release is Pet Sematary, Bloodlines, coming October 6th.
In 1969, a young Judd Crandall dreams of leaving his hometown of Ludlow, Maine, behind, but soon discovers sinister secrets buried within. Judd is forced to confront a dark family history that will forever keep him connected to Ludlow.
Also, I think we need to toss out Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, which released in theaters on August 2nd, arrived on Paramount Plus on September 19th, after just 45 days or so?
And that's 4 days ago from when we're recording this.
Yes. Had no idea until I got the email from Paramount Plus saying, hey, you can watch this now. Thanks. Thanks for that.
Do better, y'all. Okay, we move on to Peacock and Mystery Island coming September 30th.
London police psychiatrist Dr. Amelia Priestley needs to take a relaxing break from her stressful job, so her wealthy friend invites her to Mystery Island, an immersive murder mystery-themed resort hosting a special retreat for the original investors. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.'s Elizabeth Henstridge has officially switched over to Hallmark Films now, which isn't really the best sign for her career, but at least it means she'll work a lot. Oh, and I bet she falls in love.
Probably so. And the other new Peacock release is WWE NXT No Mercy coming September 30th.
I guess it's worth mentioning because this will be WWE's first live stream event in which the company is now no longer owned and controlled by the McMahon family. Ha ha ha. Following the Endeavor purchase and their merger under that TKO banner. I had to look up what they've scheduled for it, and there was a match that was supposed to have a guy who got released this week, so we have no idea what's happening there. But they are running back Carmelo Hayes and Ilya Dragunov, so I will watch it just for that match because the first one was awesome.
Amazon Prime Video brings us Make Me Scream on October 3rd. Hosted by horror fanatics and life partners Tempest Bledsoe and Daryl M. Bell, this hilariously horrifying Halloween special features 3 celebrity teams led by Jaleel White, Shaniqua Shandai, and rapper Lil Jon. The teams embark on a game where they must face a series of bone-chilling scare zones while trying not to scream in order to survive the night and take home the prestigious Medal of Mayhem. Then on October 6th is Totally Killer.
From Blumhouse, when the infamous Sweet 16 killer returns 35 years after his first murder spree to claim another victim, 17-year-old Jamie, played by Kiernan Shipka, accidentally travels back in time to 1987, determined to stop the killer before he can start.
This trailer is great.
Yeah, they previously turned the Freaky Friday concept into the film Freaky, and before that they turned Groundhog Day into Happy Death Day, and now they're turning Back to the Future into a horror film, and let me tell you, everything about this works.
Oh my God, that's the last title we have this week.
Oh, holy cow. All right. So I will certainly be watching Totally Killer because it looks absolutely fantastic.
And I'm going to watch Mystery Island because I'm pretty sure I've already guessed that the surprise is it's not an island, it's actually a peninsula.
I'll be watching Our Flag Means Death, and I don't think I'm overstepping here when I say I think we'll all be watching Loki.
If I remember to wake up in time because it's a London game, I need to see exactly what Disney Plus does with football and Toy Story.
Animated Bijan Robinson. My life is
It's going to be awesome. So go watch something.